If you're planning on doing a section hike or a through hike of the Appalachian Trail, and you're wondering, like, how do you get ready for that, especially if you're over 50 or like I am, over 60 years old. So I want to go through a little bit of that in this video with you, how we prepare to do a section hike on the Appalachian Trail. Good morning, it's Perspiration
and Inspiration,
and we're out here at Squirrel Bluff, the county park for our local county. We're getting ready to do a pre-hike, so in other words a preparatory hike. We've got our backpacks and they're pretty much fully loaded. We're going to hike all of the trails of Squirrel Bluff. We're out here on the middle parking lot and we're just stretching before we hit the trail. Inspiration's going to demonstrate. We stretch out our hamstrings first, and then she stretches out her calves. And these are just demos. We actually hold them for 30 seconds, and then she stretches out her thighs. And then she bends over and touches her toes, stretches out her back, and so forth. So we'll get all stretched out, and then we're going to hit the trail. It'll be about an 8-mile hike, approximately, if we hike all of the trails here. So it's a nice county park along the Flint River, and we'll see you along the trail. Well, we're back at the truck. We've done about 6.4 miles. We did it's maybe another 1.5 miles of trails here in Squirrel Bluff that we haven't walked today, and we're out of time. We've got another appointment this afternoon, so we've got to get going. But it was a good hike, though it's been hot. So that's what we do to prepare to hike the Appalachian Trail. Come out here and hike, or we go to the FDR State Park, which is about a half an hour from us, and hike there. Part of my prep for hiking is working out. On Mondays and Thursdays, I will do an upper body workout. On Tuesdays and Fridays, I'll do a lower body workout. Then a couple days a week, we'll go hiking. Hike anywhere from 4 to 10, 11 miles on each of those hikes. So I want to demonstrate the workout days for you. First, we begin by choosing a good weight for the upper body. And I encourage you to start out slow if you haven't been a weightlifter. You can start out with 2 or 3 pounds or 5 pounds, or whatever you are comfortable with. I do 9 different upper body exercises, and I do 3 sets of 6. That's what I begin with, and then I'll increase the reps. So I'll do like 6, 6, 6. Then the next time I'll try and do 6, 6, 7. Then the next time I'll try to do 6, 7, 7. Then 7, 7, 7. Then 7, 7, 8, and so on. Once I get up to 3 sets of 8, I'll usually increase the weight. So that can take like 3 or 4 weeks to get up to those higher reps and then increase the weight. So right now I'm using 2 15-pound weights, and I'm going to be doing side shoulder lifts and front shoulder lifts. So the way that you do a side shoulder lift is you get your feet shoulder width apart, have your knees slightly bent, then you lift the weight to the side, hold it there for a second, drop it down. Okay, that's 1 rep. 2. So you do 6 of those. Front shoulder lifts, you lift the weight to the front. 1, 2, and do 6 of those. Next, I change my weights to 20 pounds each, and I'm going to do arm curls. The reason I like to use dumbbells is because they're very safe, and if for example you're doing a bench press and you can't push the weight up, you can just drop the dumbbells, and you don't have that bar coming across your chest, or if you're doing a shoulder lift across your head or anything like that. So another reason I like dumbbells is because they cause your whole body to work in order to balance and compensate for the motion of the weights. Okay, so here's how you do a arm curl. Start off with the arm, with your arms like this to the side, and you curl the weight up. Squeeze, let it down slowly. Curl the weight up, squeeze, let it down slowly. So that was 2 reps. Next, I do a forearm roll. So you put the weights in front of you like this, lift them up. 1, 2. And at the top, squeeze, let it down slowly. Bring to the top, squeeze, let it down slowly. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, it's a row. It's designed to strengthen your back. What you do is you use one weight at a time, put your knee on a bench, lean forward like this, lift the weight up, squeeze, let it down slowly. Lift the weight up, squeeze, let it down slowly. So you do 6 reps on that side, and then you come over and you do the other arm. Up, squeeze, let it down slowly. Okay, 6 reps like that. Next, we're going to do shoulder presses. So to do that, I'm going to sit down on the bench, and you put the weight up on either side of your head. You press it straight up, let it down slowly, and when you get up to the top, you let it stay there for a second before you let it down. So it's important that you always let the weight pause a little bit, and you don't just rip off these reps as quickly as possible. Technique is very important in weightlifting. Okay, so get your weights like this, up, slowly down, up, slowly down. All right. The next 3 exercises that I'm going to do, I'm going to be doing them lying on the bench. So I'm going to do a bench press, then flies, and then I'm going to be doing tricep curls. So first we're going to do the bench press. So lie on the bench, press the weight up, hold it, let it come down slowly. Press the weight up, hold it, let it come down slowly. All right, next are the curls. Turn the weights this way, let them go out to the side, hold it, lift them up. 1 rep, 2 reps. And the third exercise on the bench is the tricep curl. I like to put the weights together like this, get them so that when I lower them, I don't hit myself in the head with them. Okay. 1, 2. All right. So that completes the 9 exercises that I do with the upper body. And I'll go through that entire circuit, do 6 reps each, then I'll go through the circuit again, and then I'll go through it a 3rd time. So that's how I do my upper body exercise. It takes me 20 to 25 minutes in the morning to do those. And now I'm going to demonstrate to you what I do for the lower body workout. I begin by doing squats. Again, I get my feet shoulder width apart, and I'll go down to a squat where my thighs are parallel to the ground. I'll hold it for a second, come back up. I'll do, again, I begin by doing like 18 of those, 18 reps, and then with each day I'll add a rep. So on Tuesday I'll do 18, on Friday I'll do 19, following Tuesday I'll do 20, and I just keep adding reps until I get up to like 30, and then I'll start doing a couple sets of them. So again, begin with the squat. So I'll do 18 of these. Then I go on to lunges after that. So to do a lunge, I do a stationary lunge. So again, feet shoulder width apart. In this case, I'm beginning with my left foot in front, and I go down. That would be 1, 2. I'll do 18 of those. I'll switch feet with my right foot in front. 1, 2, 18 of those. And then I do step up, step down. So I use a bucket, I put a piece of wood on top. I ended up doing a piece of wood on top because I put my foot through one of the buckets, and that wasn't good, so the wood braces the top of the bucket. So again, I'll start with my left foot, and I raise my right leg up. Step up with your left, raise your right leg up. So that would be 2 reps. I'll do 18 of those, then I'll do it with the right leg. Step up with the right leg, raise the left leg up. Okay, from there, I'll go on to toe raises. And I use the back of my workout bench for that. I'm putting flip-flops on because it's a little bit easier on the balls of my feet if I have something on, like a shoe or a flip-flop. So I just use the back of the bench for balance. I don't use it to push myself up, I just put my hands on it. I raise, hold it, lower, raise. I'll do 18 like that. Then I will put my feet in a V shape, and I'll do another 18. So that strengthens my ankles and my calves doing that. Okay, the last thing that I do is a back exercise. I'll get on my hands and knees on the towel. And I'm going to lift up my right arm and my left leg simultaneously and hold them for a second, then let them down. 1, 2, I get them as straight as possible. 3, I'll do 18 with that, then I'll switch and do 18 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So that's what I do to work out in preparation for hitting the Appalachian Trail.